The method of filling SF6 gas into circuit breakers, sulfur hexafluoride, is one of the most commonly used gases in the power industry. Although it has good insulation properties, it is also a non-toxic gas. However,
A large leak is also very dangerous.
it can be suffocating. It is the medium of many types of is a necessary medium for normal work. Therefore, it is necessary to the method of filling sulfur hexafluoride gas into circuit breakers,
Usually based on experience.
on the premise of sunny weather and good ventilation. Here, I have briefly sorted out a process operation. First, turn off the sulfur hexafluoride circuit breaker.
And ensure safety.
Place the SF6 cylinder upright. Connect the oxygen pressure Connect the charging pipe and the pressure reducing valve. Open the cylinder valve, then open the pressure valve.
To make the low pressure side pressure 2 to 40. Then use a copper rod with a diameter of 8
Open the valve of the pipe. Bleed for 5 to 10 Flush the pipeline. Secondly, according to the temperature pressure provided the manufacturer,
Measure the ambient temperature around the breaker.
find the additional pressure value when charging. Rotate the plug under the transmission box with the breaker C. Connect the hose, then slowly open the pressure relief valve to inflate the circuit breaker. When you hear the sound of inflation in the connecting pipe, it proves that the pressure reducing valve works normally. When the gas in the circuit breaker is close to the extra pressure, inflate slowly to avoid excessive pressure in the breaker. When the gas in the circuit breaker is filled with extra pressure, close the pressure valve,
First, remove the charging tube from the circuit breaker.
then screw the stopper onto the interface. Unscrew the joint from the charging pipe. Close the cylinder valve. Uninstall the valve.
Put the pressure reducing valve and joint in a dry place.
Store it for next use. Third, after the circuit breaker is filled with extra pressure, all seals for qualitative inspection. The leakage of the seal, if leaks are found, you can contact the manufacturer for processing. In addition, the water content of sulfur hexafluoride. Measure the moisture. After 24 hours, use the charging port of the circuit breaker to connect a tapered needle valve to control the gas flow. Measure with a microwater detector. Measurement data should be measured based on and the moisture content provided by the and temperature curve during on-site handover
Should not exceed 150 microliters per liter.
should not exceed 300 microliters per liter. Finally, record the temperature.
Humidity and sulfur hexafluoride pressure. And at the indication of the SF6 fluorine pressure gauge,
Make a symbol to observe and compare later to judge whether its operating state is abnormal.